What is community college counseling? College counseling has evolved from its early form on college campuses. While most faculty were previously responsible for the task of counseling students, as cited from Gibson and Wrench Student First Practice in Higher Education, there was a major shift that placed an important part in the holistic and personal development of students in higher education. Three significant events that pushed towards a focus in student counseling centers were psychometrics, the mental hygiene movement, and Frank Pearson's 1906 publication of Choosing a Vocation. As student affairs professionals saw a correlation between personal development and academic achievement, they became interested in fostering support for students to ease their educational journey. Personal challenges like family obligations, financial situation, and lack of external motivators all have an impact on the success of students. As professionals began to identify themes and the needs of students, college counseling was then shaped based on the essential functions of measuring and assessing student challenges, facilitating obstacles, and supporting mental health. Offering these resources were found to be valuable and vital in the personal development of students to meet their needs and encourage career exploration. The article, The Affordances and Challenges of an Educational Space of Resistance by Kelly Alyssa Kenner, research finds the positive impact support programs have on marginalized student population in community colleges. This includes previously incarcerated, homeless, single parents, and students with learning or mental health issues. Implementing helpful resources like support programs empower students in their educational process and guide them to find the drive in themselves to move forward. Pizzolatto emphasizes in the article exploring achievement goals in California Community College CalWORK students that supplemental support programs specifically for marginalized communities are beneficial in transitioning students to become independent and self-sufficient. These students receive special tutoring, counseling services, and peer interactions that foster a sense of belonging in higher education. In the article, The Power of the Program, How the Academic Program Can Improve Community College Student Success by Niteki, we see how effective forms of programming at community college campuses can support students and increase retention rates. Although college counseling has experienced a complete change in approach towards a holistic perspective, continued development is implemented to continue to support students and increase retention rates. The disparity between enrollment and graduation rates from community colleges is discouraging to students, and counselors face overwhelming challenges to support these students. College counselors support students by fostering relationships where students are willing to engage and ask for support. This exchange can assist students in their personal and academic development. By identifying external factors, college counselors can guide students to find solutions to overcome their challenges with the support services they receive on campus.
One of the job descriptions I chose was a counseling position at a community college called De Anza College. It is a EOP&S full-time counselor position. So this position requires for the person to be well knowledgeable of the EOP&S program and its services, as well as to provide academic, career, and personal counseling services to EOP&S eligible students in determining and achieving academic, vocational, and personal objectives, as well as assisting students in clarifying academic goals and selecting a major and establishing, maintaining enrollment priority. This description from Inside Higher Ed. The next job description I found was as an adjunct counselor at Cerritos College. One of the job responsibilities for this position is to provide counseling and other related services, including academic, career, and personal counseling to a diverse community college student population. Knowledge of issues related to student development and assisting students with the exploration of majors and careers. Making and implementing decisions pertaining to educational and career goals, and developing educational plans appropriate to their goals. I found this job description and job position on the Chronicles of Higher Education. The last job description I chose was also a entry-level position as an adjunct counselor for Mission College, which is a community college. So the job responsibilities for this position is to demonstrate an ability to effectively teach, counsel, or work with persons of diverse social, economic, cultural, disability, and ethnic backgrounds, counsel and advise students on both an appointment and a drop-in basis, perform specialized work duties as necessary during registration periods, and provide formal in-service training. This article I found in Higher Ed Jobs.
Hey you guys, so I just want to cover salary for the positions that Eduardo already discussed earlier. I do want to mention that salary varies in the way that it's paid, institution by institution. So for this job posting from the West Valley Mission Community College District, we see here that salary is based on a percentage of workload, up to a maximum of 67% of a full-time load. Salary is prorated, which means that it's paid on a per semester basis, specifically $23,000 to $28,000 in this case, and is based on academic achievement, teaching, and related experience. For the other job posting at Cerritos College, we see here that salary is paid via an hourly rate. So we see here that it's $52 to $64 hourly. Again, that varies based upon your qualifications of education and experience. So the annual wages for a counselor seem to vary based upon what state you're looking at, but nationally the average for a student counselor seems to be $54,511 according to higheredjobs.com. This statistic does align with other reporting websites such as ONET Online, who reports the annual average nationally to be $56,310 or $27.07 hourly. Speaking of averages, if you wanted to only look at average counselor pay in California, you can see here, indicated by the red, that the median yearly pay in California for a counselor is approximately $69,510. This is quite high, a little bit higher than the United States average, which is at $56,310 annual, and higher than other states. For example, Kentucky, who has an average counselor yearly pay of $59,710, indicated here by the red. But it's important to remember that averages do not always accurately represent local pay. For example, we can look at a job posting here for a community college in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, specifically a first-year experience college counselor. This position is a full-time position indicated here, but with a salary of only $37,704 annually. Now this is quite different from what we see here in California. Specifically, let's look at this example, a job posting from San Bernardino Community College District. This job posting is for a full-time college counselor, and we can see here that the salary range starts at $75,158 and can go up to $114,170, which is noticeably higher than what we saw in the last job posting in Kentucky. Fortunately for those looking for jobs as community college counselors, it looks as though college counselor employment rates should increase in the next few years. We can see here that the projected growth from 2018 to 2028 is faster than the national average, from 7% to 10%. And with projected job openings in the next 10 years to be 37,300. For the state of California specifically, we see here that employment is projected to increase 15%. In 2016, it was reported that there were 31,900 counselor positions open, and it's projected that in 2026 there will be 36,600 positions open, which is 3,970 more than there were in 2016. Wages didn't always look so steady. According to a report found on InsideHigherEd.com by Scott Jashik, faculty member salaries crept to a halt during the last recession, and during the 2009 to 2010 academic year, only increased 1.2% higher than they were in 2008. This lagged behind the 1.8% increase of inflation that year. Faculty member salaries didn't make a recovery until 2014. A report found from the Chronicle of Higher Education by Benjamin Mueller reported that the median base salary of professional staff members on college campuses rose by 2.1% that academic year, finally outpacing the 1.5% inflation rate. So although we saw projected employment rates, we can only hope that salaries will also be projected to increase as well. But we can expect to see salaries to stay the same for a while if we incur another recession in the future.
During my time at community college, I only talked to a counselor twice, and the information she gave me was wrong, so it didn't really help me out.
So the types of counseling services that I used when I was in college was definitely EOPS and TRIO. They both offered one-on-one counseling where you meet up with them. I definitely took advantage of this when I was in school and I needed help figuring out what classes I needed to take so that I could transfer and go to a 4-year university. So that was really helpful.
To be perfectly honest, I never sought a guidance counselor during my college years simply because I heard from a lot of people that it wasn't very much help, and in a lot of times it turned out to be a setback.
All right, so I attended Citrus College a few moons ago, where I was a part of the EOPS program. And as a part of the program, I had to meet with the counselor throughout the semester. And a specific counselor who I seemed to request time and time after really grew near and dear to my heart because she believed in me. And honestly, just her simply believing in me helped me believe in myself and really just set the path to success from there.
In community college, I use counseling services such as Star Trio and EOPS, which helps provide me with good resources. They pay for your books, and they offer tutoring services for students as well. They're super helpful because I would meet up with my counselor twice per semester to make sure I'm on track and making sure I followed the correct guidelines that I needed to transfer. So I felt like they were very helpful.
Diane Castor is the 2-year Colleges Commission Chair of the National Academic Advising Association. She wrote an article called Challenges for 2-Year College Advisors. In her article, she talks about some of the challenges that college counselors have during their sit-down appointments with students. So those challenges are: the student comes in and they made it to the appointment, which is great, but now they're there and they don't really know what to talk about, what to ask, the whole reason why they're there. They're just kind of there, and the college counselor has to kind of keep asking questions to try to figure out what the problem is. The article Pressing Issues in College Counseling, a survey of American College Counseling Association members, discusses the issues that college counselors are facing today. The researchers of this study created a survey in order to collect information from college counselors to see what are the issues that they are experiencing today. So one of the issues that they are having is that the caseload that college counselors have, it's increasing little by little. It keeps increasing, but the amount of hours that they work stays the same. So they have to see more students in the same amount of time, which means that the students get less time with the counselor, and that is frustrating to the college counselors. They are struggling with helping students of color, or students that are Latino, or students that they just don't know a lot about. So they want to be trained in how to help these students in order to give them the best information that would apply to them. Another issue that they are struggling with is the fact that a lot of students are coming into their office with a lot of mental health problems, or coming in with medications that they take, and the counselor doesn't know how to help them with their medication, and the student comes in and thinks that that's a problem that they can be helped with. So they want to be able to learn, or have a contact with the doctors that the students are seeing in order for them to work together. Hi, I'm Christina Martinez.
My name is Justin.
Hello, my name is Eduardo Lopez.
My name is Karina Mejia.